This is my Bullpup Rapidstrike. It's a cut down Rapidstrike, obviously, with a moved carry handle, the butt from the original Rapidstrike stock, some holes filled of course, and of course the grip frame from a Rayven. I built this thing because I wanted a full auto bullpup blaster. Now, I love running full auto as my primary blaster for most games because it just gives so much freedom in terms of dart output. And of course, the only bullpup blaster that Nerf makes that's clip system is the Rayven, which is semi-auto and also has various alignment issues that present various problems. So I decided to go with the Rapidstrike base, which I know is doesn't have those alignment issues, and just have a Rayven handle instead because it's what I had spare. Okay, so at the moment the Bullpup Rapidstrike has two sling points, one here next to the carry handle and one here just at the back. I'm using these eye screws because I just haven't found a better solution at the moment. They work just fine for the Nerf bandolier, but once I do have more money and more time to research stuff, I will be looking at getting a more elegant solution to sling points. The Bullpup Rapidstrike also has three tactical rails, so one on the top, ideal for the tactical sights like the Elite Pinpoint sight, or scopes or whatever you fancy, and the two side rails that are normally on a Rapidstrike. These are further back than ideal, but that's mainly because I couldn't be bothered moving them forward, which would take more effort and leave the shell gaps here where the tack rails are currently mounted. Now I've retained the original muzzle of the Rapidstrike and this area from the underbarrel part of the Ravens, which allows me to attach barrel attachments. So for instance, the Spectre barrel, quite nice. And also, for instance, a shoulder retaliator barrel, which I like because it allows the attaching of a foregrip. Now, being that the Rapidstrike Bullpup uses the Rapidstrike muzzle, the long strike barrel attachment won't quite fit on, which is a little annoying because I like to stick things on other things because I think they look cool. Being clip system, obviously, the Bullpup Rapidstrike accepts all Nerf clips and also Buzzbee's 8 dart clip. I'm not sure about the 20 dart clip because I don't have one. So here we have a Rapid Red clip, 12 clip. It's fine, no problem. An 18 dart clip. Fits fine. It's a little tight, but it's okay. In the heat of battle, I'll be able to rip them out and shove them in pretty easily anyway. Being that it's Bullpup, the Bullpup Rapidstrike also has an issue using the 25 dart drum. So if it is inserted, I can't really hold it comfortably without my arm scraping along the side of the drum. However, this is only because the 25 dart drum is the centered teardrop style. For the 18 and 35 dart drums that are skewed onto this side, I can hold them just fine, and because of the length, the distance between the end of the stock and the mag well, they won't jut into my body. Now, I personally find the stock length quite comfortable. It's long enough that my arm doesn't feel cramped trying to shoulder it, but not so long that my arms kind of have to stretch out to hold on to, say, a foregrip. It is slightly longer than what a Lightning Storm stock is, which is actually quite long because the Lightning Storm stock is the longest stock that Nerf makes, but for some reason I find it quite comfortable. I also like the stock area from the original Rapidstrike. Now, rather annoyingly, between these screws here on the Rapidstrike body and the Rayven handle, and screws here on the back, further back on the Rapidstrike, there's not a single screw port. So I have fashioned one out of epoxy putty just in front of the magwell. It's not the best or most elegant solution, but it does the job well enough. I also kept the iron sights in the Rapidstrike's carry handle, but they're too low to be used and they go straight into the back of the iron sight, the front iron sight anyway, which is foldable forwards because it can't fold back anymore. The jam door is kept forward purely through friction. Here you can see the E-tape that I put on the jam door to keep it from flopping about when it's fully forward. When it's back, it's a little loose, but it's not loose enough to flap about in combat. Okay, the Bullpup Rapidstrike is currently running 3 Falcon motors in it. So the Falcon 130 motors, so 2 in the flywheels, 1 in the pusher. It runs off a 3S LiPo stored in the stock. This LiPo has a capacity of 1000 milliamp hours and a discharge of 45 C continuous and 90 C burst. The LiPo is stored in this stock piece of the Bullpup Rapidstrike. I won't be showing it on camera since it involves faffing around with these 3 screws, then pulling out the stock, and then I have to put it back in for the test fire, but I'll just show you some pictures now. So naturally now what you want to see is a test fire. So this 18 clip is loaded with 18 blue couches. I'll be shooting it just over at the Star Wars poster. And there we go. So this thing performs just like a Rapidstrike should, since the internals are actually just straight up Rapidstrike internals. So obviously the switches are now in the handle in front here instead of the handle back here, but besides that the circuit is basically the same as the Rapidstrike. So yeah, that's my Bullpup Rapidstrike. Hope you guys enjoyed that.